Gentlemen, we are back. We are so back. Never been more back. I tell you what. I tell you what, gentlemen. I tell you what, boys. We are so back. All right, let's go play some games, huh? Chop, chop, content boy. No. I don't think I... Why is that auto-launching? Hold on. Hold on. Why is that auto-launching the French challenge list? I don't want it to do that. Hold on. Let me go fix this. Okay. Let's see. Where is this going to be? I think, yes, it's right here. Okay. I want you to not launch this. How do I tell you to not launch this? Hold on. Let me see if I can remember. Might be in here. No. It is not in there. Well, I could just move it, I guess. Okay, I mean, it's fine. Okay, let me put this in here. Okay, now I believe it'll launch without launching that. Trapped in Limgrave for another 20 hours. Ah, we're not reading the title today, I see. I understand. All right, gentlemen. If you are, in fact, title readers, which very high bar to clear, I know, you'll notice that today we're doing Colossal weapons only. I'm going to start with Wretch because I want to. I feel like it's fairly self-explanatory. There's only one weapon type that I can use, and that's Colossal weapons, gentlemen. Yeah. That's about it. That's about it, gentlemen. So let's go get started and let's get it set up. Crouch R1 demon is certainly gonna be demoning today. I tell you what. I tell you what. No, we're not doing colossal swords. Boys, I don't know if you just watched the DRL match. Quite the controversial match. That was fun to watch. It was a really good game. Unfortunately, I do believe Who's is going to get a ton of undeserved hate because he won by both the letter and the spirit of the rules, but chat is not going to think that. But here we go, gentlemen. Here we go. I'll explain it to you. While we're doing setup. I'll explain it to you. As you guys know, Deathless Randomizer League, you try to kill as many bosses as you can within 2 hours without dying. If you die, your score gets locked at the amount of bosses that you died at. It doesn't make it so that you automatically lose. It doesn't do anything other than say, okay, you got to 70 bosses, but then you died, so your score is now 70. You see? Now you may be saying, well, if it's deathless, why do it that way? It's good to rule it that way because otherwise you really incentivize cowardice, which is worse for competition. It's worse for content. It's worse for propelling the meta of the game mode forward. It's a worse decision. It's not going to be anywhere close to as good. And I think anybody that's thinking will agree with that. However, what happened was Big Man who you guys probably know because you watch my stream. He got #1 in qualifiers for Deathless Randomizer League. Probably the best Deathless Randomizer League player this season. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say. He's trained really hard at it. And he was facing Aggie. Now, of course, I am a content creator like Aggie, so I have also experienced this similar benefit where people assume that we are the best at the video game because we're the most visible. When in reality, the turbo dorks that play this game for like 16 hours a day, simply grinding with no priority of making content or doing other stuff with their practice. Those guys are the best players at the game. Not me, not Aggie. Shit, probably not even Gino. Okay. But what happened was truthfully took a better route. Understandably, because he's practiced more. Of course that's going to happen because he's grinded time and time and time again to be really, really good at the format. He took a better route than Aggie, and it paid off, and it led to a weapon advantage, and it culminated in who's getting to 78 bosses well before Aggie, a couple minutes before Aggie. He then died. And then, to finish out the game, Aggie got all the way to 78 bosses. Second, gentlemen, we're going to need the strength here. Hold on. I need to not make David really pissed off at me by purely monologuing about what I'm monologuing for stream and instead give him clips to work with. So, oh shit, we need a strength tier. David, you got that? Yeah, we need the strength tier. Gentlemen, the colossal weapons need strength. David, you happy? I think he's happy. I think he's happy with me now. Okay, anyway. Continue. Colossal swords are separate, yes. So, by the way that tiebreakers work within Deathless Randomizer League is that whoever gets to a boss score first is the person that wins. So if you get to 78 first and your opponent gets to 78 second, then you win. I don't know why I'm going here. I'm fucking DRL pilled. And that's what happened. Who's got to 78 first? He then died while trying to kill 79. And then Aggie got to 78 without dying. And his timer ran out. He got to 2 hours, and his timer ran out. And so by the letter and the spirit of the rules, whose ends up winning. However, as you can imagine, chat does not always agree with that. I don't know why I'm checking this. Chat does not always agree with that because chat more often than not is more interested in whether or not their rules benefit their streamer rather than whether or not the rules make sense. Fuck is a golden kappa train? We got one? It means that if you participate in the hype train, you get access to the golden kappa emote for I think like 24 hours. They're kind of rare. They don't show up very often. It's almost like chat is chronically online. And honestly, this exact circumstance couldn't have appeared in a more bad, more visible, more explosive matchup than this one. Because this is someone who's not super popular but very good, and somebody who's incredibly popular and of course still very good. But like I said, to be clear, these fucking turbo dorks like that grind this shit out day in, day out are better. They're better than me. They're better than Aggie. They're better than all us fucking streamers. They're better because they practice all day, they're fucking dorks, man. I'm not fucking, they're dorks. It doesn't make sense. I don't get how they do what they do. Okay? And yeah, it just couldn't have been a worse matchup. Because truthfully, through and through the whole match, let's get Sacred Blade. Sacred Blade is going to be helpful for, well, if I ever end up killing something undead. I don't know if I will, but maybe I will. We'll find out. Couldn't have been a worse matchup for it. Because this is going to be one of those situations where a very large demographic of people feel like they've been scammed, despite the fact that they definitely haven't been scammed. Oh yeah, I did use a non-colossal weapon. Hold on, gentlemen. Time to restart. I can't be having that clip go in the video. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Gentlemen, David, I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. Look at this. Look at this. All right, let's set this shit up again, huh? And Deathless Randomizer League, I think, is a somewhat obtuse format. It's difficult to understand. All right, we're starting again. Gentlemen, I have to make David happy. I have to give him the clips for him to pull. Gentlemen. We're doing colossal weapons only, chat. Believe it or not, that means I can only use colossal weapons. Here we go. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. But yeah, it's an obtuse format to understand. And the way in which the match went about, it seemed as if Aggie was ahead and Who's made a comeback. But I don't think that's what actually happened. I think the truth of the matter is Who's had a better route the whole time, and his setup was front loaded, which made his score be back loaded. Which I think adds, oh, hold on. Got to start the timer, gentlemen. Got to start the timer. I think it adds to the level of disappointment, because viewers came to expect that Aggie was winning and that he was going to win. And then it turned around on them, and then there was a controversial ruling, which, like I said, is not controversial. It's exactly how it's supposed to work and how it should work. I still don't get it. In DRL, death does not punish or give an advantage to the other player since it's supposed to be deathless. See, gentlemen, this is the issue. This is the issue. There's all sorts of people joining in the discourse that genuinely do not understand, and yet they have their opinion. You see, gentlemen? Of course it gives an advantage. Your score gets locked. If you get to 10 bosses and die, your score is 10. It can't be 11, it's 10. It can't be 12, it's 10. Of course it gives you a disadvantage. It means your run is over. That's what it means. Your opponent has to do better than you in 2 hours than what you did in 10 minutes, however long it took you to die. You know, like that's the thing. How much time did he have before he died? I believe he died with like 3 minutes left or so.
Have they served but you? I can play turning root to aid you. You need own to the foot. Then it summon me. Ah, I bequeath. It will summon Torrent to treat him with.
So, truthfully, the only reason I'm really speaking up on it is because I think there's going to be a lot of people, and probably a good few that watch me, that feel as if Aggie got scammed right there. And I'm hoping to change your mind. Because he didn't. And, I think it would kind of suck to be who's right now. Truthfully. I think I wouldn't like to be in a position where I rightfully won a game, and then I have a bunch of a bunch of like fanboys that don't understand what happened or why it happened, telling me that I am the reason that they feel bad. I wouldn't like that. If I was who's, I wouldn't like that. And so I'm hoping to bring a little bit more understanding to the situation here. All right, gentlemen. Believe it or not, we need the strength here because colossal weapons are strength weapons. I blame who's and not the rules, though. Well, exactly, but that's the point. This is not somebody, like, the demographic of person that's going to be upset at who's, the demographic of person that's going to be upset at this is not somebody who understands the rules. If they did, they wouldn't think that. This is not somebody, like, this is somebody who saw their streamer didn't win and thinks it's controversial and is mad. Which is why I first had to explain that, no, the rules are this way and should be this way.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck.
I understand the chat was being cringe, but his rant on chat was also cringe. I personally wouldn't have played the heel if I was who's. Because I don't think that's going to help him. But also, I'm not who's. I'm not his PR manager. He's allowed to do whatever he wants to do. What I do understand is being frustrated in that position. I would be frustrated. I won the game. I should have won the game. I won the game by both the letter and the spirit of the rules, and I'm being told that I scammed. I would be frustrated. I think anybody would be. No, the rules. Okay, so let's since I suppose there's still some confusion, let's walk down the hypothetical of, let's say you change the rules so that if you die, your you lose. Or if you have more deaths than your opponent, you lose. Like, what's the consequence of that in how the players play? Like, they stop going for bosses. It's not good. Like, I think if you think about this in terms of actual rules instead of in terms of who benefits from them, you quickly realize that the rules should be the way that they are. He's not to be blamed, it's the rules. No, the rules aren't to be blamed. The rules are exactly the way they should be. This is not a case of the rules being stupid. This is not a case of who's benefiting from the rules being stupid. This is not a case of who's scamming your streamer. This is a case of chat misunderstanding what happened and being outraged about it. That's what's happening here. Buried Androsette, thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate you. Cuttlefish, I think I missed your prime, but thank you, dude. And so what I'm trying to do is better break down to the people that I would hope are watching my stream and are more willing to listen to me. Better break down what happened and why it should be the way that it is. That's all I'm trying to do here. Yeah, but even the announcers weren't 100% sure, though. Yeah, but you know who was sure? Forza? Like, listen, I understand it. It's confusing. But again, that's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to explain it. This isn't confusing if you think about it. The rules are the rules. You play a game of Deathless Run and then die before the other player. You lose. Simple. He didn't die before the other player. Literally did not. You know where Who's died? He died on his 79th boss. You know what Aggie didn't do? His 79th boss. Who's very literally did not die before Aggie did. That's like verifiably not what happened. And if you don't understand that, you once again are not understanding the rules and being outraged about it. Let me get maps right quick. Like, I understand you guys have your preference as to what would have happened. I understand that there's a lot of you that wanted Aggie to win. I get it. It makes sense. He's a very popular guy. That doesn't mean the rules are wrong. That doesn't mean a scam happened. It's okay to be unhappy with a result without being a victim. It's possible. There is all our maps. Beautiful. Bradley Buzzard, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. My opinion, it's called Deathless Who's Died. Simple as that. Well, who's to say that Aggie wouldn't die on his 79th boss? Do you know that? Like, if we're going to walk down this exact line of reasoning, do you know that? Because I don't know that. But even aside from that point, which is the point that you're all missing, you're saying boss kills are what matter for score, but time is what matters for deaths. It doesn't make sense. You're adjusting your criteria and moving your goalpost to fit what you want to believe. But even beyond that, from a game design point of view, you do not want to be watching a league where deaths are the end-all be-all. You don't want to watch that. It's not as fun. There's less action. It's not better. And if you think it is, you're just not thinking. Like, this is something that you would all agree on if it wasn't in the context of this conversation. That this is being entirely obfuscated by the fact that you wanted a result and a difference in the rules would have given you that result. Should it be called Boss Speed Killer League? Well, once again, you still did not answer me. How do you know Aggie wasn't going to die on his 79th boss? Because that's what we decided matters, right? The score is based off of how many bosses you killed, right? That's what we decided matters. Who's died on his 79th? Aggie didn't get to fight his 79th because he ran out of time. So if it's Deathless Speedrunner League, or if it's Kill Bosses Fast League, then yeah, once again, who's succeeded in doing that? He died after Aggie. Because think about it this way. Perhaps this is a better way to think about it. The 2-hour mark is a death. It functions the exact same way. As far as the score is concerned. You either die and your score gets locked, or you get to 2 hours and your score gets locked. They are identical. They are identical in how the league is formatted. And honestly, had this format been made in that exact way where you die at exactly 2 hours in-game time, this wouldn't be confusing to anybody. This wouldn't be confusing to anybody at all, because that's precisely how it functions. The 2-hour mark is a death. I disagree with that specific rule. No, you don't. You do not. I promise you guys, you do not. The consequences of changing that rule are, one, stupid, like it's inconsistent, and two, it leads to something that is less entertaining to watch. You don't disagree with it. You just wanted a different result, which is okay. Anonymous, thank you for gifting to Torsad. See, that's why Tanner doesn't get VIP. He's a fake friend. He doesn't sub to me. All right, and now, listen, gentlemen. If what I've said so far has pissed you off, what I'm about to say next is going to piss you off even more.
Forgive me to determine if you
From watching the game, I think Who's got substantially more unlucky than Aggie got. I know that is not at all the narrative, because the narrative is, oh, holy shit, it was a big weapon diff. It was such a big difference. Like, oh, if only Aggie had the weapon. But the weapon selection that you're given is entirely dependent on the route that you choose to do. And the route that Who's chose to do led to substantially more weapon checks. I imagine there's some contingencies in his plan, if I had to guess. It's probably like, if I have an S tier weapon, I probably don't need to rush alt this as quickly. Or go check the merchant right here as quickly. Or things like that, you know? I imagine there's contingencies built into his plan. However, for this specific game, he kind of immediately went to check as many merchants and item checks as he could as quickly as possible. Which is not luck. That is a difference in decision making. Which, skill, once again. And if we take a look at the moments of luck that substantially impacted the game, the fact that an imp followed Who's into his boss fight with Radagon, which is what eventually ended up killing him, very unlucky. Really unlucky. Like, it obviously didn't happen to Aggie, and it really is quite unlucky. Like, Valiant Gargs having a fucking gargoyle on Aggie's side jump up into the fucking wall and not attack him when Aggie's on the verge of death, like, relatively lucky. That's not to say Aggie played bad and Who's played good. I don't think that's what happened at all. I think they both played great. That is to say, I think this narrative that Who's got lucky is doing a big disservice to understanding what actually happened. They need to change the name from Deathless to something else? No, you are misunderstanding the rules. I did my best to explain them to you, but if you do not want to listen to it and don't want to understand what I'm saying, there's nothing I can do to help other than say you're wrong. You just don't understand. I've tried my best. I think the easiest way to think about this is to imagine the 2-hour mark being a death. Your run ends when you get a death. And the 2-hour mark itself is a death. And I think if you think about it like that, this isn't confusing. That's the way that the rules are written, and that's the way that the rules should be written. All right, let's head down over here. Alex, thank you for the super chat, dude. I see you made the shorts. Oh yeah, that was a good one, Alex. And I understand the people that disagree with me are going to be the ones that are commenting at this point. But like I said, my goal with spending time explaining all that was to hopefully clarify to a large portion of you of what happened, why it happened, and why it's a good thing that it did happen. So that you hopefully don't just end up blindly slinging around hate to a dude that really is nowhere close to as popular as Aggie. Because I don't think that's nice, truthfully. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think that's something that we should be trying to do. Do you think people would be as upset if the roles were reversed? Of course not. No, like that. Yeah, like that was the whole point. Like, Aggie's a really popular player. And as such, he's going to have a lot of people that want to see him win. And as such, there's going to be a small demographic of those people that are going to be fanatical about it. And when there's that much of a popularity gap and something controversial happens, I know it leads to a lot of hate. Which I don't think is good. Don't get me wrong, I'd probably be drama farming anyway, but in this particular circumstance, I would prefer if the who does not have nearly as big of a following doesn't just get blindly shit on by as big of a following as it gets in the Elden Ring community. You know? Soft Tofu, thank you for the tier 1. Doesn't really matter who's popular, it matters who wins, last I checked. Yeah, I truthfully, my boy, I just don't think you're very literate. I think you need to work on your listening skills. Because I have no idea what the fuck you're saying. Mr. Prime earlier? Oh yeah, MCR, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate you. Oh, and Amy gifting to Ryan. I did miss that. Thank you. Known Bushy for 6 years and ain't never seen him make this much sense. Gentlemen, I always make sense. You just don't listen. You're saying Aggie was more popular and it didn't matter the other way around. I am illiterate sometimes, though. What, as in, I was saying Aggie was more popular and the chat, because of that fact, would not be outraged had Aggie won and benefited from controversial ruling? Yes, what I said is correct. I don't know if you're disagreeing because your response to what I said is nonsensical. That's what I was saying. Holy shit. David, we're drama farming. You get to listen to the whole drama farm when you edit this video together, buddy. Please take some of your money back, boss man. Oh, thank you, David. Did Bingo ever have anything similarly controversial rules-wise? Well, I don't know about rules-wise, but something that's like coming to mind is season 4 or 3, whichever one was the co-op season that Bree and Gino were on the same team. Because similarly, it was a large creator's fan base misunderstanding what was happening and shitting on a smaller creator undeservedly. People that really were obsessed with Gino kept shitting on Bree and saying that it was always Bree's fault that they were losing games or whatever the fucking problem was. And like, it was just stupid. It was people not understanding what was happening and then getting upset over it and then making somebody else feel bad because of it. It like, it just wasn't very cool. Now, granted, I think Who's maybe kind of likes playing the role of the heel. But nonetheless, I don't think he should be getting shit on for this. Especially because he should have won and did win. All right. Okay. I blame Ratty for me caring about anything related to Elden Ring. Yes. Gentlemen, listen, you're allowed to be upset that Aggie lost. If you think that the rule is stupid and should be changed, you are wrong, but you're not doing anything wrong by thinking that. You're just incorrect. If you're shitting on Who's, you're being a major dickhead, okay? That's the takeaway. That's the breakdown here. All I'm employed. What happened? Yeah, you're gonna like this. The Who's did beat Aggie Jam. 78-78. However, Who's died with 3 minutes remaining on his 79th boss, and Aggie did not die and hit the time limit on his 79th boss. Who's got to 78 first, which means by both the letter and the spirit of the rules, Who's did win. However, there's been a large portion of people that don't understand the letter or the spirit of the rules, causing a ruckus. Letter, yes. Spirit, no. Spirit, yes. If you want to understand why, okay, I can summarize it like this. For this format, you have to conceptualize the 2-hour mark as a death. If you don't, you do not understand the format. The 2-hour mark is precisely, exactly, 100%, without a doubt, exactly the same as a death. It means when you hit it, your score is done, your run is over. That's what a death means. That's what hitting the 2-hour mark means. They're the same thing. So Aggie died on his 79th boss after Who's died on his 79th boss. That is the way that the rules are written, and that is the way that the rules should be written. It is both the letter and the spirit of the rules. If you don't get that, you don't understand the format. Call it a draw at that point? No. Like, you don't call it a draw. Listen, I get it. It's not immediately intuitive how this would work. I get it. It's confusing for a reason. I kind of need more strength. I understand why there's confusion. A death suggests worse play. 2 hours is just running out of time. I think being behind suggests worse play. No? I think being behind suggests substantially worse play. Once again, letter and spirit are the rules. If you don't understand that, you just don't get the format. It's okay. However, that is all that I'm saying on it, gentlemen. Alex, thank you for the super chat. It's an Elden Ring challenge. Ain't that deep. And Bushy, do you hit the gym? Not as much as I should, my boy. I mean, some people take it really serious. Like, Who's, for example, takes it really serious. And he's allowed to. Of course he's allowed to. And people watching are also allowed to take it quite seriously. But this is a frustrating situation because there's a large demographic of viewers that are upset with the results and are saying that it's the rules' fault because they don't understand what happened. All right, let's take a look at all of our options. Golem's Halberd. Golem's halberd's probably a colossal axe, I would imagine. Great club. Dragon Great Claw. Dragon Great Claw could be a good option. There's actually nothing I can get. Well, okay, Troll's Hammer, Great Club, and Giant Crusher I can all pick up right off the rip. Watch Dogs is a pickup? Okay. Alex, thank you for the super chat. I'm a personal trainer. I'm working with an 84-year-old amputee tomorrow. No excuses, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. Bro's guilt tripping me over Twitch chat. Let's pick these up. Great sword's a colossal sword, not a colossal weapon. Not doing colossal swords. Devourer's Scepter is a great hammer, not a colossal anything. Is run doable region locked? I don't know. Is Watchdog Staff in Limgrave? I feel like I've had a change in heart in how these weapon-only runs should go. I feel like I've dedicated a lot of runtime to these challenges into doing really shitty strats for the sake of trying them, when I could instead just be doing the not shitty strats. Alright, so that's Troll's Hammer. The Great Club is what, right there? No. Oh boy. Probably a bit late, but as a total outsider to DRL, the way you explain the rules and the tiebreaker was very easy to understand. Well, thank you. And that is the main motivation as to you are the demographic of person that I was trying to explain it to. I did start getting one guide, because obviously the people that are going to disagree are going to disagree. But yes, the point was to explain it to someone like you, who would be understandably confused about a close situation. Where is the Great Club? Isn't there a Great Club in here somewhere? Where is this weapon? Is it upstairs? Oh, it's the boss drop. Oh. Alright, I'm not doing that. Could you please go over it all again, Bushy? I need more context and more video to cut. I bet you do, buddy. Okay. So, we have the Troll's Hammer. 28. Which means with the help of Strength tier, we're actually kind of popping off. This is going to be a very expensive run. The weapon upgrades are going to be costly. Explain the entire Elden Ring Night Rain storyline because the game doesn't make sense. Yeah, so you kill a dog and then you kill like a big purple dog and then you kill a bug, okay? And then what's the fourth boss? Is the fourth boss Fulgur? You kill a horseman. Okay, and then you kill a big dragon. What are the other fucking bosses? Oh, yeah, right. You kill a big fucking oversized sperm cell. Yeah, and you kill Satan himself. And then you kill one of the playable characters, Wilder, and then you win. Poor guy. Crouch R1 Demon. Boys, if you didn't know, Crouch R1s, especially for non-mainline bosses, are kind of insane. Okay. I don't have the money to upgrade this. I mean, maybe I can get like a couple upgrades. Did I learn that from Hoozer's DRL gameplay? Yes. Obviously. All right. We're at +1. I don't need any more. Margit! Oh, sweetheart, come here. Oh, big man. Back roll. Back roll. I should maybe put a... Ow. Probably put that on, huh? I mean, charge attack's gotta be decent. Yeah. Looks good to me.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in
Jump, jump, jump. Yes! Oh, so fucking big, brother. Yup. Alright, no, it was a good effort, Margit. You really tried. What about this run makes it more expensive than others? Weapon weight is what determines how expensive weapon upgrades are. These are obviously a bunch of very heavy weapons. So, upgrading the weapons is going to cost a lot.
It's title. God, you breach the...
More endurance? No, I'll just be naked the whole time. It's fine. Can't wait for the lead talisman and armor buff, too. Yeah. Yeah, because the Crouch R1 demon is going to crouch R1. I tell you what. But we'll get there when we get there, gentlemen. We'll get there when we get there. For right now, we're doing standard charged R2, which might be expected. But that's not the final evolution of this build, gentlemen. Ugh! Gonna blow my shit smooth fucking off, brother. Ow. Hurted. Time to get the golden scarab and hot swap every time then? Surely, man. All right. When is the Pokemon runs? My boy, are you following common drops? If you're asking that question, ow, man. Dude. Fuck, man. Leave me alone, you fucking birds, dude. Jesus. What? Okay, I guess I didn't want those fucking... What is this fucking Storm Veil? This is the Storm Veil from hell, brother. Like, what the fuck is going on? Just hitting me for no goddamn reason. Yeah, dude, no, just fucking miss me by a mile this time, man. Next common drop stream is all Halo legendary campaigns. Starting on May 1st. Friday, May 1st. Bushy, can you play properly, please? Hey, David, I'll give you... Listen, I'll just leave the recording running. I'll leave the recording running and make you download, like, 500 gigabytes of footage. I'll do it. Rage baiting your employee. He's not an employee, he's a contractor, you see. Very different. I thought you did that anyway. All right. Well, I pissed away my shit. So here we are doing Godric with no upgrades and no levels. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty. This is gonna hurt. Okay, it's not gonna hurt. That was perfectly calculated. Stagger's gotta be like right here, right? Alright, that was a pretty clean fight, brother.
I am the Lord of all that is golden.
I ain't gonna argue with that at all.
We'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Okay, now I have kind of money. And also, one boss dead. Okay, I need 7 more of these and 8 more of these. Holy shit, Merry Christmas, gentlemen. I just might be able to get a +6, boys.
Now, those are of a challenge and what?
Holy shit, it's beautiful. Fuck it, +7. Okay. Let's take a peek at the other Colossals we got going on here. So, of course, the Colossal hammers are really what we're interested in. These Colossal axes are not as good. They're not as good because they have the exact same moveset and they just do less poise damage. I think this is a Colossal axe. I'm pretty sure. This is a Colossal hammer. This is a Colossal axe. All right. All right, all right. Is there something I should go pick up? I mean, not quite yet. I mean, maybe we think about doing like Great Club. Eventually, I want Prelate's Inferno Crozier. I'd also like these, probably. Yeah, we'll see. For right now, we're just juice and strength. Doesn't Godric's Remembrance have a Colossal? It has a Great Axe. So no, definitely not. Okay, this is 45 strength, Yeah, okay. We go 30. Yeah. Yeah, we're big chilling now, buddy. We are big chilling now. Now, of course, with this weapon, I can't actually benefit from Ashes of War and attunements quite yet, because you can't attune this weapon. However, that is something that I would be interested in. I'd also be interested in a second talisman, so maybe I should go get that, huh? Turtle tally? No. No, believe it or not, these things aren't actually that stamina heavy, because you can just do crouch R1s when you're low on stamina. Now, the charged R2s are, of course, stamina heavy, but, like, just crouch. This guy doesn't want to have a friend in his pocket. What I want is more damage. I'm trying to send the skulls of my enemies through the floor. That's what I desire. Now, crouching doesn't reduce stamina. It gives you the rolling attack animation, which can be good sometimes or bad sometimes. It depends on what the rolling attack animation is. In this case, it's quite good. And then, as you'll notice, so like if I do a normal R1, look at when my stamina starts recovering. So, R1. Okay, I'm out of combat. Son of a bitch. Let me go get back in combat. Hello? Notice me. Hello? Swing on me, please. Okay. R1. Look at the stamina regen. See that? R1. Stamina regen. Okay, now. R1. Crouch. See that? See how I crouch and it instantly starts regenning? Yeah, man. Ow. Ow. Big dog. Maybe I should do Stone Barb. Really? I guess I wasn't far enough back. That's tough, big man. That's very tough. Do crouch attacks also deal more poise damage than normal R1? I don't know. Gentlemen, that is a question for the Bible. Let us find out. Let us find out. Let us find out. Let us find out. Wrong Bible. I need the Quran. I forgot. Okay. Stamina. No. Poise, damage, motion, values. Okay, I don't want poise, damage, PvE. That's what I want. All right. We are looking for any Colossal Hammer. Okay. Giant's Crusher works. Let's take a peek. Get flashbanged, idiots. Where is it? No, don't care about the mounted. Rolling R1s are the values we're looking for. Okay, it does the same as these running attacks. Okay. Two-hand R, so it does less than a regular R1. They do less than regular R1s. Less poise damage. Getting turbo blasted by Bushy's Bible, as you should be. You can thank me later. Okay, hold on, gentlemen. We have several things to go pick up. I want Stone Barb. And I want... I mean, shit. Maybe if I'm getting Stone Barb, I should get Crag Blade too. That could be a kind of nasty combo. However, if I do that, I need a weapon that can have Ashes of War put onto it. Which I'm not sure if I have the money for that. Casanova, thank you for the tier 1. Holy shit, daddy dickhead. Thank you for the sub as well. Ow, holy shit. All right. Can farm for Golem Halberd. Yeah, I don't want to do that. You see, gentlemen, you see, Colossal Axes, like Golem Halberd, are actually kind of dog shit. Let me show you why. Okay, boys, you see, Colossal Axe, Colossal Axe, Colossal Axe, 14.4. Colossal Axe, 14.4. Colossal Axe, 14.4. Colossal Axe 14.4. Now, okay. Yeah, Golem's Halberd is amongst those. These things just do less. They just do less poise. They're the same exact moveset, but they just do less. They're not good. So you gotta have a reason to use them. Other than I want to, you know, because they're like you gotta have an Ash of War or like some sort of value proposition, other than like pressing R1 with them, because they're just bad. Okay, so that is one of the things that we wanted to go acquire. And actually, you know, I am gonna get a bunch of runes from killing this guy over here. So I think I can get one of these colossal hammers, smithing colossal hammers, that I can actually put a Ash of War on. And I think I can be pretty happy about it. Which kind of means Prelate's Inferno Crozier. It could also be Giant Crusher, but it's just not. It's not Giant Crusher. It's Prelate's Inferno Crozier. So let's go do it. You compared one-handed crouch to two-handed R1? What? What? Amy, are you talking to me? Like, what? Are we seriously looking at this column and saying that these numbers are the same? They're 18 versus 18. You're blind, man. What are we talking about here? Brother. Said 18. I didn't say 18 versus 23.4. I didn't say that, man. What are we talking? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You guys are right. I should be looking at the two-handed rolling R1s for these. Is this what you guys were talking about? Okay, hold on. Okay, two-hand crouch R1 is 23.4. Is this what you're talking about? Versus two-hand R1. Where's the two-hand R1? Two-hand R1. Oh, there. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I thought you were saying that the colossal axes and colossal hammers were the same. I see. I understand. I understand. It makes sense. Can we ban my husband, Daddy Dickhead, for being rude? 2,000 bits. Yeah? Yeah, Daddy Dickhead needs to get banned. Yeah, don't be an ass then, Daddy Dickhead. This is devious. This is devious lore that we got going on right here. Cheap dude, thank you for the super chat. You know, eventually getting Rot Talisman might be a strat. Five gifted to not ban you. Holy shit, it's a bidding war. Almost as bad as the guy who asked you to convince his girl to do butt stuff during the mounted bow run. I believe there was a bet that I was entirely uninvolved in. Like, I needed to complete the boss within a certain number of tries. I believe that man did convince his girlfriend to do butt stuff. Gentlemen, I had nothing to do with it. I was an innocent bystander. What the fuck? Why are you in here, man? What? That's a fucking insane scam out of the game right there. Holy. Why, Bushy, just why? Good luck, David. This dickhead better not chase me. All right. Okay, so with all that, I now have Prelate's Inferno Crozier. Does this have default fire damage? No. No, it does not. And I'm about to go beat the shit out of something that is weak to fire damage. Perhaps I should think about that.
Oh, I didn't want me doing much, Slayer.
Alright. Prelate's Inferno Crozier. Okay, we've got a big fucker to go kill now. Yeah, and I'm doing full poise build. I'm doing full poise build for an all-in, seeing what happens. What's up, idiot? Sick riposte. No way, dude. I should have kept strafing. This is what I get for doing early Dragon Barrel. Holy. That was lucky. But that's insane that the rot went that far over. All right. Holy crouch R1, gentlemen. Holy. Okay, big money. Big money, big money. All right, no, we're not quite done yet. I mean, we're almost there. Can take this money. Cool. And then we're going to go get Cragblade, and we're going to do Cragblade Stone Barb. How much is that even going to do? So, 30%, 10% multiplicative. That's gonna be 43%. What's 23.4 times 1.43? Chat, pull out your calculators. 23.4 times 1.43. Tell me. I need to know. Gentlemen, you're failing me. $33.462. It's not a very impressive amount, is it? If it got to like 40 somehow, that would have been nice. Is it going to change it from... What is regular Renala? 80 poise? I don't actually know. I don't think there's much of anything that's like 100 poise, but it's a 3-hit crouch R1 stagger on anything that's 100 poise. Yeah, that's definitely not reaching any sort of important stagger threshold. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I notice the difference. Ow. Gaius is 100, really? So we should stagger Gaius with Stone Barb plus Crag Blade in 3 Crouch R1s. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild, no? Okay, I also need this wet blade. Would it be beneficial to double wield 2 separate colossal weapons? I mean, that's probably not very good, but I'll give it a try at some point. Okay. Boys, we are ready. Ready for Renala. Okay, we go here. Heavy attunement's got to be better, right? 29 less, 22 more. So yes, heavy is better. Okay, and then instead of charge attacks, we're going to go Stone Barb. So we have Strength Stone Barb. And we've got this hunk of metal. Absolute fucking hunk of metal. Alright, I'm gonna... Get fucked, idiot. Ugh, stupid. Jump down the hole, stupid. Alright, so, we're gonna drink Physic at the, like, immediately after I kill phase 1. Moment I kill phase 1 is when we drink physic. Dude, can I... The two fucking ankle biters, brother. Locking onto everything except the one thing I want to lock onto.
Time to be born anew.
He's gonna be a fucking 3 cycle, man. I ain't letting it 3 cycle. Ain't no way. Drink, 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 drink. Holy shit, I got it. Okay, let's go Cragblade.
Come, oath-sworn giant. Thy fate lieth under my moon.
Giant! Leave me alone, man! Bro thinks he's got fucking beef with me, man. Okay, we're gonna reapply Cragblade before we go to kill phase 1. So that we don't have to reapply it at the start of phase 2. We can instead just rip it. Duelist Great Axe fans, huh? Unfortunately, you guys like terrible weapons. Run with only the hitbox of Cragblade would be awesome. Sounds so bad. Alright. Still can't 1 cycle,
Come, sweet
but that's okay.
time to be born anew.
I don't need to 1 cycle. 1 cycle's overrated. Should I drink this right now? Probably not. But here I am. Because the Stone Barb only lasts 30 seconds. Jump attack. Crouch. R1. Crouch. R1. Crouch. R1. Crouch. R1. Crouch. R1. Okay, hello.
Come, oath-sworn dragon.
Wow.
Little Rani, my dear.
All right,
daughter,
that went the way it should go.
thy might to be.
Sucky fucky, brother. Sucky fucky. Look at this. Okay, boys. That would be two.
Where did
Two
ye
big
flee,
ones.
my sweetings? Come out from whence ye hide.
Shit sounds like kick bad. No, it's definitely not kick bad, but it's not good. I tell you what. Okay, now we get plus 12. Beat the shit out of Radon, as we should, as is our right, our God-given right. Is there any specific Halo game I'm looking forward to? No. I've hardly played any Halo in my life. Have you ever played Sifu Bushi? You might like it. I had the world record speed run on Sifu for a while. And by a while, I mean like an afternoon. Yeah, Sifu's badass. Sifu is a badass video game.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arms then.
God, it's so expensive, dude. Holy shit. Alright, yeah, there goes all my runes. Yeah, upgrading these Colossals is just so expensive. However, I do believe this weapon with a heavy attunement is the best weapon that we currently have access to at this current level. Stake skip, gentlemen. You got me fucked up if you think we're running all the way around to Radon. You guys should do Monster Hunter World. Can't end stream till we beat Fatalis. I think you guys would like that game. How long do you think that would take? I'm not opposed. But how long do you think it would take? Hold on. Lock in! We got Radon to fight, gentlemen. Lock in. Now, I wonder, of all the mainline bosses, I think Radon is probably going to be the most susceptible to Crouch R1s. I wonder how the Stone Barb Cragblade build is going to perform on it. I didn't get my buff. Alright, max health. Wow. See what I mean, though? There's just so much space to spam Crouch R1s here. And it did stagger him quick. I think he just had hyper armor during those scripted moves. Holy, gentlemen, holy. We are chunking. We are chunking, I tell you what. Chunking hard, gentlemen, chunking hard.
Aye. One hit after that.
All right, we're going to talk to this guy.
As luck would, if I and you know, who could expect just you?
Because we're eventually going to want his talisman, I think. That would be 3 boys. Good job. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you, gentlemen. God, upgrading weapons is just so expensive, though. Maybe I should mess around with a few of the not-so-great ones on these underground bosses. What do you guys think? Let's take a peek. Roads and Catacombs. It's in this one. Really? I didn't know that. Oh, hold on. I have a plan that I want to enact first. No, I did not beat the French challenge. We'll return to it, soon-ish. Here's the deal. I plan on doing this today and tomorrow. This run should be done tomorrow. Wednesday, the boys and I are returning to Black Ops 4 to do our remaining, blind zombies Easter egg hunts. On Wednesday and Thursday. And then next week on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, also doing the same thing. Hold on. This is not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Lock in. Gentlemen, lock in. But then on Friday, that's May the 1st, we are starting Common Drops Halo on Friday, May the 1st. How long into the night you running the stream? Long enough to get decently far. Okay, so let's see if I can remember how to do this. So I walk up here, follow this line, and then I walk over here, wait for him to get right there. Okay, you don't do that. All right, gentlemen, we try this again. We walk. We follow. We turn. We follow. We turn. We walk up. Boys, I went too fast. Boys, how the fuck do I do this strat? I don't know why I went too fast. I don't know exactly what the rules are. I'm just trying to vibe it out. God damn it. God damn it, brother. Can't you just kill it? Can't you just fucking suck my balls, brother? I'm trying to do something cool. Let me figure it out. All right, he starts walking. You see, and he's walking. I'm walking here. And I go here. Then I go here. Then I go here. Then I go here. Then I walk all the way over here. Crouch. Wait, did he not see that? Okay, then I drink this. This guy's a rat fucking bastard. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you see, just like that. That's exactly how that cheese is supposed to go, boys. Okay. Okay, we got one of them. We got one of these shitty weapons. Should probably go get Great Club too. Lord knows I need the runes. Big man. Man with the big. Yeah, I ain't going for your head, buddy. You just don't get to move. Moving not allowed. All right, that's Great Club. Need to go get Watchdog Staff. That's another one we can get right now. What is this item in vanilla? Alright, I'm holding a lot of runes, but I'm not allowed to not hold a lot of runes because I need to upgrade a lot of weapons, and they're all really fucking heavy weapons, so this is gonna be an experience. Hello. Alright, is this the weapon? No. Where's the weapon? It said it's behind an illusory wall. Is this it? No. Okay. Okay, man. Does anybody have any clue where this fucking weapon is? Okay, man. It might be under here. Just too many of these fuckers. Okay, I found it. Gentlemen, don't worry. These guys have a grab? I didn't know they had a grab. All right. All right. Any more? Not for the moment. Maybe I should farm Golem's halberd. Limgrave Tower Bridge. The fuck is Limgrave Tower Bridge? I see. Well, chicken leg won't become available until later, my boy. And by that time, it'll be a pretty sick upgrade. I could go kill Moog for it now. I could. I'm not going to, but I could. Oh, halberd Golem. Oh, big man. Is that another halberd Golem? Boys, you wouldn't believe it. Whoop! Gentlemen, you actually genuinely wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. We got so lucky. Ignore that. We got so lucky. You see? Believe it or not, we actually found it in our first cycle. You see that? Devious back shots. Okay, so we fuck, what did I just close? God damn it. Which one did I just close? Watchdog, Staff of the Avatar, Rotten Staff, Envoy's Great Hearn. I closed Troll's Hammer. Okay, that's a fine one to close because I've picked it up. We've picked that one up. We 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 picked that one up. Okay. Excellent. Okay, how many new weapons I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus, man. I'm gonna be so poor. Okay. Maybe I only need to give these guys the +6 treatment. 6 times 12 is 72. Sounds right. And Great Claw and Watchdog or Somber. That's a good point. It's a good point. Look at me swanging this thing around. Swanging my hammer. Oh, hello. Hello, hello.
I presume. Oh, I am an old Cotto here, perhaps.
Okay, so. Got 2 of them. Need 2 of those. Fuck it, I'll buy 2 of these too. Okay, strengthen. Dude, it's so expensive. All right. And just like that, I've upgraded a bunch of weapons that aren't actually going to be any good long term. However, gentlemen, that's not going to stop me. I'm going to use these shits. 14 decks, you say? Kind of a devious requirement. The fuck am I supposed to get 14 decks from? You know, I actually kind of got an idea. I can just go kill O'Neal and then get the Dex Talisman, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of very few builds where I actually want to get Rotten Wing Sword Insignia. Although, I don't know. Maybe I want Millicent's Prosthesis. I want one of the two. But I'm inclined to think Rotten Wing Sword Insignia, because I don't think I'm going to want to put on both regular Wing Sword Insignia and Millicent's Prosthesis. I don't think I'm going to want to do that. Because I'm going to have all sorts of talismans to put on. I don't think I'm going to want to fill 2 slots with multi-hit stuff. Time to go bully him. All right, I'd say that went pretty well, gentlemen. Big Buzz. That's my name. Maybe I should have done that with a less than great weapon, but I don't know. That's honestly kind of a tough fight right now.
Oh, I'd hoped a strap. Don't fret. Should you accept, I will teach. Well, I need
Shut up.
Resting.
Give me my needle.
As go on. Now, well, the work of a true. Can you give me as well, mate? The needle. Will you give? I will reward. Millicent tended.
All right. So this is just a small bit of this quest that I'm doing right now, just so I can get the Dex Talisman, because it seems like a convenient time to get it.
But never mind. I would rather. Would you mind? Well. My apology. Everything, even the night. Not that I could.
Thank you.
I'm with the needle. My destiny. It's all thank. My name is
All right, maybe I should move her away from Goon Boy's shack as well, because I'm gonna have to do this later anyway. So instead of forgetting what point of the quest I'm at, this would be a weird place to lose her. The Watchdog Staff Ash is not pretty good. I don't know what kind of fucking psyop has been run, but that shit is buns. Okay, we need to get our 3rd talisman pouch too. Holy Zalia? Holly Zalia, thank you for the prime.
Only fine. You have now to become the thing as much. Now become.
Okay. Okay, and then for... Yeah, you guys say that this ash is good for NPCs. We'll toss it on for Mimic Tier and see what happens. Fortunately, I have no health, so whatever I use is gonna go pretty easily. Am I gonna kill Valiant Gargs? I mean, I won't have to do Sewer Moog if I do. And it lets me do all of Underground right now. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Like, that Colossal Weapons strike damage is really quite good against Gargs. I might. I don't think it's unreasonable. Poverty Ash for real, man. I'm not going to max all these Colossal Weapons because it's just going to be way too expensive. I am going to try to use a good variety, though. But when we start getting to endgame stuff, we're using the good shit, okay? Ollie Zalia, thank you for the 40 bits. This is all I can use for a ping right now. I had a question earlier about triple rando, and I'm eager to know the answer. I find your run super interesting. Are you gonna ask the question? Shit. What's going on? What is health scale for Mimic Tier again? You wouldn't believe it. It mimics your health. Oh, shit. You're welcome. The ash on the Watchdog staff only scales with upgrade level, by the way. That works for me because I did not want to upgrade in. I think you should just auto upgrade when you do these weapon class runs. Perhaps. But I don't, so here we are. Yeah, I don't know about that, gentlemen. Especially when I could just do this. He's actually swinging with that thing. I don't know about this Ash War, big dog. I wouldn't call myself a believer. Yeah, look at this. Your Mimic has 2k health, and I guarantee you don't. So do you think it would be more if I had more health, or do you think it would be the same if I had more health? Like, how do you think this works? Do you think... like, what do you think is happening here? Do you think I'm lying to you? Like, do you... Do you think Mimic Tier has an arbitrary amount of health based off something other than the player's VIG? What do you think? What do you think? Are you being pedantic because what you meant to say was, is it exactly the same amount of health as what you have, Mr. Streamer? Even though that's not what I asked, it's what I meant. Is that what you meant to say? Because if that's what you meant to say, why didn't you say it, man? Shit. My health go up, Mimic health go up. It ain't hard, brother. What happened to saying the axes are bad? They are bad. But I guess I'm using them. No, you chill out. I'm calm. I've never been more calm, actually, chat. I think you guys are freaking out. +9 Watchdog staff. Asher War rips about 2k damage on the Dragon Bear BBK. Yeah. I mean, is that supposed to be good? Once again, I would much prefer just staggering the shit out of him. I'll be honest. Ariona Alon, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. I don't eat the poo-poo. Thank you for the $2. Here is some simp money from a simp. All right. Thank you. I don't eat the poo-poo. Simply a reference point on damage. I see. Yeah, I swear a PsyOp's been run to convince people that Sorcerer's Crozier or whatever the fuck the thing's called is good. Watchdog staff is anus booty cheeks, brother. Gentlemen, I believe it's the Colossal Axe moveset that's making this weapon perform poorly here, gentlemen. It's not the fact that I'm missing. That is not at all the reason. Jesus. Come here, you big fucking deer. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ow. He's gonna eat this fucking stagger right here, man. And then he's gonna heal. Holy shit, he didn't heal. Alright, boys, that was a wonderful adventure. Objectively speaking, this weapon's bad. Probably to nobody's surprise. It's a psyop meant to distract you from the Mikola files. That's what I'm saying, brother. Okay, we are going to do big fuckers next. Which means I actually want something decent. I would prefer to have something decent instead of something not decent. Are you still planning on doing unbiased, no key item checks, triple rando? Yeah, I maybe eventually. It's a funny idea. I don't know if we'll actually get around to doing it, but yeah. You can also just ask questions in the chat. You don't have to give money for me to read them. As you can see, I read plenty of messages in the chat. Asked a few times and it got missed. Did you happen to be asking while I was in the middle of being locked in a boss fight? Because that's not a good idea. As you might imagine, I can't read your shit when I'm busy not reading your shit. Alright, boys. Valiant Garg. It's not often that I fight these fuckers. So savor it. What? What? Okay, man. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, let me just get full health. Yeah. See, with strike damage, these fuckers are little baby back bitches. I didn't know if I could stagger him out of that. I obviously didn't hit him during it, but I thought I could maybe stagger him. All right, gentlemen, well done. Excellent job. Wait, hold on. I killed deer. Deer was number 4. I appreciate the commentary that Bushy has, but I'm trying my best not to cause it. It seems scary to to be on the end of. See, this is what we need. This is what we need, chat. I need the people to fear me. I need the people to fear me, chat. Wait, that's supposed to have an R2 follow-up? Are you sure? Does it have an L2 follow-up? No. Hello. Ooh. All right, gentlemen, well done. Okay, and then I've got Fia's Champs. Staff of the Avatar on Fia's Champs could be not a terrible idea. Looking down at your phone mid-fight is crazy. I had a notification, my boy. I had a check. No, I don't really play Night Rain anymore. I did what I wanted to with it. I enjoyed my time. It just unfortunately was not that popular for content. And they kind of like FromSoft's kind of fucking just trolling with that video game. I genuinely don't know what they're doing with it. Oh yeah, Ratty's alive. He was in Denny's for 7 hours and ate 17 pancakes. Boys, Rathy Rijkaard had to pay off a fantasy football bet today where he had to spend 24 hours in the Denny's and every pancake he ate took an hour off. So he spent 7 hours in a Denny's today and ate 17 pancakes. $24 faith. God damn it. I don't know what I want to do for these fucks. I mean, maybe it's just this. 17 pancakes is a lot of pancakes, gentlemen. Look at my message above. Shit, dog, at that point, just keep fucking spamming. Because then at least I don't gotta go look for your old fucking message. Yeah, that was perfectly calculated. I knew I was safe. You may have thought, wow, that was stupid, but it wasn't stupid. It was... I did the math. Get juggled, idiot. Ow. Ow. Wow, that might have been the easiest Thea's Champs kill I've ever had. I don't have Curse Mark of Death. I forgot about that part. All right. Did I light the grace? I don't think I did. But you can't look at chat while in a fight. Wow, I guess you have your priorities straight. Phone over chat. Yes. If I get a notification from my doorbell saying somebody's at my door, I'm going to check to see if I'm about to die. Forgive me for not wanting to read your same fucking message for the third fucking time saying some stupid nonsense. Brother, yes. When's the Lamenter form only challenge? Yeah, the fucking headbutt. They based Homelander off Bro. They sure did. Not reading chat is one of the reasons people watch him. I read so much chat. People say I don't read chat. Do you know how much hair I would have if I didn't read chat? Brother, my hairline would be down at my fucking eyebrows if I didn't read chat. I'd look like a fucking gorilla if I didn't read chat. Have you considered what chatting takes out of me? I'm bald, bussy, bald. Yeah, you behave like a bald man, Cheeto. I'll be honest with you. David used to be bald. Yeah, man. Gave up the bald life. It goes phone greater than chat greater than intros for David. Yeah. Yeah, intros for David don't get done. I gotta keep him on his toes. And then I gotta make him re-export videos like at least 3 times just to fuck with him. You know? Trying to get gooped up. Gooped up on the edge here. Maybe I should just have David start recording the intros. Just have it be entirely incomprehensible English for the first, like, minute or so. Birmingham. I fucking hate Birmingham. God, I heckin' love space syphilis. Would need subtitles and I ain't editing that. Okay, I think we'll actually see Giant Crusher a little later, so we're gonna bring out the Great Club. Now, listen, the Great Club ain't bad. It has a couple issues. You see, it can't have an Ash of War put on it, which is not good, because Ashes of War let you put on attunements, and attunements are good, and Ashes of War are also good. Instead, you're stuck with Golden Land, which is not good. It is, however, a Colossal Hammer, which is better than a Colossal Axe. Colossal Axes are really not good. And so, class, if you're paying attention, you may realize that of the Colossal Weapon class, there's really only a couple good options. There's Giant Crusher, because that's a Colossal Weapon that you can put an Ash of War on, and is a Colossal Hammer. And then there's Prelate's Inferno Crozier, because that's a Colossal Weapon that you can put an Ash of War on. And those are the only Colossal Hammers that do that. Everything other than that is kind of subpar unless you're doing like some real fucky ducky wonky shit with like Giza's wheel and like multi-hit build or something like that. But for general use, it's like Giant Crusher and Prelate's Inferno Crozier, and that's about all you're looking at. Oh my goodness! Bro fucking Baja blasted me. Let me try to dodge this. Oh! Can you stop fucking running around, man? Oh, nice. Another stack is great news. And we'll build up more. And he doesn't teleport? Holy shit, what is this move selection out of Estelle here? No! No! If I don't miss the charged attack. Gentlemen, we beat the shit out of him with the fossilized bit of Radon's shit. Well done. Good job. I'm proud. All right. That's underground stuff done. We did Radon. Wait, hold on. We did Godric, Radon, Renala, Deer, Estelle. Yeah, that's 5. All right. Morgott. Morgosi. I'm German. I don't really think in English, but when I'm angry, I literally think I'm gonna blow my shit schmoove off. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good at maths, Bushman, or got a degree? Yeah, believe it or not, actually, David. I actually got a master's. Gentlemen, I've been watching Love on the Spectrum. Boys, that show is a crazy watch. That show is an insane watch.
For bringing here, and thus I shall to farewell. I shall leave. I wish you luck. I have no.
Like looking in a mirror. Yeah. Yeah. I'd do numbers on it. I bet I would. I bet I would, man. Bro, the amount that I could teach these women about Elden Ring motion values, you don't understand. That show got to be so problematic, even just looking at the premise. It's crazy. I don't know how they made it. But they did. Bush, you can't even teach us about them. How are you going to teach women about it? Well, you'll see, I'll try, and then I'll get mad and start yelling at them for being stupid. As I should. Obviously. Emotion values. It's true. Bro, that's the only way I can conceptualize it. Dragon Great Claw, gentlemen. Will it be good or will it be shit? I mean, it does lightning damage. It's gonna be shit. That's a good bet. It's a very good bet. Alright, let's beat the shit out of him. What? Let me do some charged heavies. For the love of the game. Yeah. Holy back shots. I ain't healing. I should have healed. I shouldn't have healed. I made the right choice. Can't say I didn't. Gentlemen, you just can't teach that. I had it all calculated. Down to the decimal point. All right, I think I should probably get Dagger Talisman. Try to put something resembling a more cohesive build. Might as well get taken. Next common drop stream is May 1st, gentlemen. That's almost May 4th. Any of you guys gonna watch Maul Shadow Lord? When's that come out? I'm gonna watch it. Brother, those cartoon Star Wars shows are so fucking good. Can't tell me they're not. You can't tell me they're not. It's already coming out? Fuck! Alright. Lost any interest in Star Wars after seeing Last Jedi? Understandable. However, the cartoons are sick. Cartoons are so sick, dude. Grab me. Oh, fuck. I've also been catching up on a... let's not get hit by that. I've also been catching up on F1 Drive to Survive, because I did not understand how dramatic the behind the scenes of F1 was. But holy shit, is it fun to watch. Gonna see the new Lord of the Rings movie when it comes out next year? Yeah, probably. I don't even know what the premise of it is, but yeah, probably. Let's see. Have I not used something? I haven't used Staff of the Avatar, but it's a fucking faith weapon, my boy. I haven't used Giant Crusher, but I'm pretty sure Giant Crusher is gonna get used. I think Giant Crushers are late game option, and this is our early game option. Ow. Right, drink. Cragblade. Let's go fuck his mother. That's gonna hurt. Nice little weave right there. Too early. Ow. Tanner saying Night Rain stream that Lord of the Ring was mid. Tanner is a absolute specimen of a human being. He has the attention span of a actual goldfish and the stubbornness of an adult human male. His opinions don't matter. I've never seen somebody consistently have bad opinions like Tanner has bad opinions. Johnny Cash, thank you for the prime. Eat him like he's a piece of goldfish, only solution. I don't know what that means. Tanner would have liked Eowyn stew. He fucking would have, dog. Brother eats ground beef for his whole meal. No salt, no pepper, just fucking ground beef. Fucking 93.7 ground beef. No, it doesn't even have any fucking fat in it, man. I'm confused why you're not phase transitioning. You're confusing me here, my boy. I don't know how many runes I had. Bro just remembered to work out. He'd be jacked. No, he works out all the fucking time. He just eats like a fucking dumpster truck, man. Not that the food quality is bad, because shit, I imagine the food quality is pretty good, but also I can't imagine you can digest just fucking ground beef. I imagine your body stops being happy with you after a little bit. $93.7. He probably also microwaves his chicken. Yeah. Yeah, he takes fucking ground chicken that he sauteed the night before, cracks an egg into it, and puts all that shit into the microwave, and that's his breakfast sometimes. Listen, bro does not have good opinions. There's just something severely wrong with his head. Yeah, man. Yeah, I knew I was gonna fucking get that stagger. I wasn't worried. You hyper armor in this? That's crazy. I'm trying to stagger him out of this. Unsuccessfully, obviously. Good job. Like, bro's anus just screams at him on a daily basis, and somehow he thinks he's still eating the right shit. It's devious. Good luck, David. Have fun cutting around that. Do I have stone swords? Okay, yes. Yep, thank you, Bushman. You're welcome. Yeah, I should make thumbnails for those, David. I'll get to it. Construction company should hire bro shits bricks. He doesn't shit bricks. He shits fucking all the water that he's consumed for the day. It'd be the least solid house of all time. We getting a Kazan or No Rest stream coming up at all? I'll play No Rest for the Wicked when well, I know they did update it recently, but it wasn't a huge update. I think it was like PvP. Oh, I think they added the Valheim comfort system to No Rest for the Wicked, which is pretty sick. Valheim comfort system is masterstroke in game design. No Rest for the Wicked pinching it is a great idea. I do want to play Kazan. I do want to play all sorts of games, but I also want to make good videos. Sometimes those goals clash. Or do I feel like Tanner is a bidet man? He's not. I imagine his asshole would be happier, but he's not. Alright, so we have Ritual Sword. We have Dagger Talisman. We're going to want to get multi-hit at some point. Because believe it or not, heaviest fucking weapon class really likes multi-hit. Like, just adores it. As your number one fan, I desire more Bloodborne. Bloodborne's really cool. I have a Bloodborne video uploading soon. The Bloodborne rando video. I hope it does well. Because my last Bloodborne video didn't do super well. I'd like those videos to do better. But I'll keep giving it a try. That from FromSoft games that aren't Elden Ring, I would expect to be different but still have good crossover. Yeah, I should do Liza P DLC at some point too. Saw Bushman unlisted my sleep content on YouTube. I get it, man, but Sag. Yeah, I had to unlist quite a few things because the algorithm wasn't liking them. I can't be confusing the YouTube algorithm, having it think that my videos aren't for who they're for. Eternal Bronze, thank you for the tier 1, dude. I just don't know what to do with... I don't know what to do with, things that are... Okay, man. Fucking suck me. Suck me good and hard. I don't know what to do with pieces of content that I want to make that aren't, like... what most of the viewership wants. I don't know what I don't know what to do with it. Because like unlisting it is like the safe play, but also I'd like I want to do something with it. Oh, Millicent. No, what is Pragmata? Did it release today?
In truth, the Scarlet Rot as such, though rather I realize I could have Are you giving me? I think it might be...
Interesting. Am I doing Rotten Wing Sword Insignia? I think I am. Yeah. So I'm not actually getting a talisman from doing this right now because I think I'm actually doing her full quest. Second channel combo videos. David's just trying to get me to spend more money on him. Uncommon drop. Hey, listen. Uncommon drops is for common drops VODs, my boy. Yeah, multi-hit's actually just really quite good with this weapon, or with all colossal weapons. It's kind of strange, but it's true. Okay, so we have Dagger Talisman now. This is a strange assortment of talismans. I'm probably going to go get regular multi-hit from Liurnia and replace the Dex Talisman with that. And then probably call it good for the moment. Ow. Let me drink this. That way we have 3 hit staggers. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's only 3 hits if I have the Crag Blade on. But, I ain't gonna argue. I ain't gonna argue with the results right here, man.
The arm you get feels. Perhaps it is foolish. Us. It is the only.
Okay. That step's done. We're gonna go over here. I mean, maybe a reason to use the VODs channel. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna use 2 bushy for, though, dude. I wanted to keep posting to that channel until Duskbloods came out, because I feel like Duskbloods will be good format for 2 bushy. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with it right now. I don't know what to do with it all. It's also, I'm signing myself up for so much work, and I don't know if I'll actually do it all. Hello. Use 2 bushy for posting VODs of Tanner eating slop. No. Gentlemen, I love colossal weapons. They make me squirt. Alright, so we still got Strength Stone Barb. Yeah, I mean, shit, that looks good to me. Let's do it. Let's beat the fuck out of him. Wait, hold on. This is supposed to be this. I believe Morgott has 80? I thought he had 120. I'm tanking. Yeah, the naked man does not give a single shit about what you're doing, Morgott. Not a single care in the world. Do whatever you want. Actual troglodyte gameplay is true.
Prevented the thorn, a husk, the only way, and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then and guide.
Now I am curious. Let's take a look at AR calculator here, huh? And let's take a look at Giant Crusher and Prelates with heavy attunements. Yeah, so Giant Crusher has a higher scaling. So what if we go there? Yeah, okay, so Giant Crusher is already better there, but does it scale worse at these sorts of damage levels? Doesn't look like it. Okay, no. We're already in Giant Crusher territory. I don't know if Prelates is actually better at lower strength. I mean, it probably is just because it has, you can reach the requirement faster, but Giant Crusher is kind of banging. Need a power stance, Prelate Hammer, and Giant Crusher and go jump attack. Is it optimal? No. Is it funny? Yes. It's something, I'll tell you that much. Isn't the crouch tap really fast on this? It should be the same animation. I mean, we'll see. Is Giant Crusher a different animation? I don't believe so. It's not. I just need to upgrade it. Where's bro going? Bro thinks he's part of the team. Hope From releases their next Souls game soon. We're starting to run out of cockring ideas. And From keeps us well fed. Duskbloods is going to be a weird little fucking experimental thing. We'll see how it goes. But I think whatever they come out with after that might be a turbo slapper. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like whatever they come out after that will be something that they intend on being their best game. Because I don't think that was their goal with Night Rain, or I don't think that's their goal with Duskbloods either. Surely Bloodborne 2. Yeah, man. I don't know, but to me, Night Rain feels like asset flip shit. Every single one of From Software's games are asset flip shit. Night Rain just got dogged on for it harder for some reason. Night Rain is Battle Royale. True, man. Holy based. Got a thinker in the chat. All right, gentlemen. it is time for us to pivot to Giant Crusher. Holy shit. Did you guys see that? Oh my goodness. I might be a speedrunner now. The fucking chest skip? That was crazy. All right, gentlemen. No. I got the big fucking bonk stick. The turbo bonk stick coming in hot. Heavy attuned. Heavy attuned, gentlemen. They don't teach you about this heavy attunement in school. All right, boys. I do want to go pick myself up some food before everything closes. So I think I'm actually going to call it a slightly early stream today, and then tomorrow we got a juicer. Tomorrow we've got we've got 20 remembrance bosses to kill, okay? Okay. But thanks for watching, boys. I will see you tomorrow. We will continue this. And then, like I said, on Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday, Friday of this week, we're doing Blind Zombies Easter eggs with Evan again. So that should be a lot of fun. And then next week, on Monday to Wednesday, maybe Monday to Thursday, we're also doing Blind Zombies Easter eggs. We've only got 3 maps, so maybe we finish all three Black Ops 4 maps in those couple days of streaming. And then Friday, Common Drop starts, gentlemen. Common Drop starts. So I will see you guys on Friday, May 1st for all Halo Legendary campaigns on Common Drops. All right? But all you need to think about, all you need to worry your pretty little head about is being here tomorrow to finish out Colossal Weapons only. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.